Welcome back. In this video I'm going to show you muscle testing so you can get to the root cause of what's been happening and understand what fears, doubts, blocks and limiting beliefs you hold at a subconscious level, because that is what fuels addiction. It's what makes it a struggle if you're only relying on willpower, which, as we found out in the first video, is only really surface level thinking that does not last. So, the muscle test. The muscle test is absolutely critical, because if you don't target the specific things that are individual to you, that are held in the subconscious, then you're going to forever be in treatment, or you're going to forever be struggling against cravings and triggers and so forth. So what we need to do, if we're going to go on and build bulletproof resilience, so that, you know, we just don't even, alcohol just becomes such a small thing in our life, it just doesn't even faze us. You know, I just got back from a weekend with 3 fairly keen drinking friends, and I sat down around a small little table with them, and they proceeded to drink a bottle of wine each, and then it was whiskey time, and then it was cocktail time. And when they started pouring the whiskies, it was like £100 bottle of or $130 bottle of whiskey, really high proof, and it just, the smell of the alcohol just engulfed the whole kitchen, and it just didn't faze me. It's the, you know, it's just nothing to me. Like, I didn't feel like drinking. I didn't have any sense of missing out. Just wasn't even an issue. You know, and I am 14 months sober. And I'd say to you that, like, within 6 months, maybe 12 months, you can be completely free of alcohol if you deal with the root cause of your problem. And the only way you can do that is by learning this test that I'm about to show you, and how to get to the root cause of our problems. Because a lot of our problems that drive emotional pain and trauma, and how we feel to the point where we feel bad enough that we attempt to solve that problem with alcohol, deep rooted in the subconscious. So just a little reminder, your physiology cannot lie to you. Right, so this test is 100% accurate if you have a pulse, which I'm pretty sure you do if you're watching this. So what we want to do, now there's 2 ways of doing this. In an ideal world, you'd have a partner test you, because it's easier for them to get a reading. But if you don't, I'll show you a way in which you can test yourself that is also effective. So what we do is we want to be making some statements. We want to have a little think about our past. We want to have a little think about what bothers us, what happens just before we drink, if we, you know, are currently drinking or have drunk in the past. You know, what are our triggers? You know, what upsets us? When do we feel like drinking? You know, a lot of people, it's you know, the 5 or 6 o'clock after work drinks that have become a habit, that people sort of use to separate the workday from the home environment. But what we need to do is to have a think, because most people have some kind of idea of what's driving the pain, trauma, the upset, the uncomfortableness, and we need to start there and start making statements and test ourselves to see whether we believe that statement at a subconscious level. So let me give you a couple of examples of a statement that is true and a statement that isn't true, and what you would do. So if you have a partner working with you, you can lie on your back on the floor, on a bed or a couch, and raise your arm. Or, you know, if you're sat in a chair, you might want to do it this way and raise your arm. And then what you would do is you would make a statement, and then have the other person, and you'd hold your arm tight, try to keep it rigid and in place, and then you would make a statement, and then immediately after making that statement, you would have your friend or partner try to push your arm down. And what you want them doing is trying to feel for the amount of resistance, the amount of force it takes to actually push the arm down. So if I've got my arm out, I've got my partner stood there, they're invisible, and I make my statement, and this is a true statement. My name is Dan McAndrew, which it is. And then partner would try and push my arm down, and because the statement's true, it would be relatively easy to push my arm down. So if I do this once more, and I make a statement that I don't believe at a subconscious level, we'll see what happens. So I now make a statement that is not true. Hello, my name is Margaret. Partner goes to push down the arm, and there's resistance there. You can feel it. And the reason that resistance happens is because you've made a statement that you don't believe. So what we then do is we start testing other things. My name's Dan McAndrew, and I'm never going to drink alcohol ever again. Do you believe that at a subconscious level? And if you've not been drinking for a while, you might want to do one around attending social events without alcohol is fun. And what we want to do is start pinpointing these things so that we get an understanding of what we believe at a subconscious level. So what we're aiming to do here is to find things that don't help us. If you don't truly believe that you're willing, ready or able to never consume alcohol again, that is what's known as the subconscious limiting belief. That's a very powerful driving force, because let's not forget, our subconscious beliefs are over 1 million times more powerful than our willpower. And we can have many of these things. So we need to, and everybody's different. Some will have a handful, some will have loads like I did. And we need to find these limiting beliefs so that we can know what we're working with, know the root cause that's driving our behaviour. And then if we have limiting beliefs, fears, doubts and blocks that have built up for many, many years that have been holding us back and making us feel terrible without really knowing about it, we know what we have to get rid of. We know what needs to be changed. So if you don't have a partner to test you, and I didn't, because I was living by myself in the arse end of Devon in the UK. I generally go where the waves are. Not that I'm a particularly good surfer. Anyway, I digress. So yeah, that's it for this video. If you have questions, please put them down below. Oh no, it's not. I was going to tell you how to... I was too busy larking around. How to do a test if it's just you, how to test yourself. What we want to do is form a little chain like that. And what we want to do is keep our fingers pressed together when we're in the chain, and then make the statement. My name's Dan McAndrew. Pretty easy. And again, trying to keep the chain closed, keep our fingers locked closed. My name is Margaret. Really hard. It will take a bit of practice, but let me know how you get on. Comment down below, and if you're finding these videos useful, I was going to say like and subscribe. Yeah, subscribe. These videos are private, so yeah. If you subscribe and hit the little bell notification, I think even though it's a private video, you'll still get a notification. So if you'd like to see more, then hit the old subscribe button and the bell, and then YouTube will let you know when I do another video. All right, hope that's useful. I'll speak to you real soon. Take care.